Welcome back. So we have our OTDR test result. Now we need to get it out of the tester into the PC so we can generate that report so you can get paid. There are three ways to do this. The traditional way is to bring the tester back to the office, connect it to the laptop via the USB cord, as I've done here, and import the test results. There is another way of doing this, and that's to grab a USB thumb drive, plug that into the instrument, download the results to the thumb drive, and bring the thumb drive back to the office to import into there. That way you leave the tester in the field where it can earn you money. Now, when we talk to customers about this, one of their frustrations is the delay in getting the test results back and then finding out that you've got results that are missing or you need to do additional testing. So there is a third option, and that's our cloud service called Linkware Live. So with the Wi-Fi dongle connected in the side of the instrument, I'm currently connected to our Linkware Live service. So now I can actually transmit my results up to the cloud and bring them back into Linkware. Now with the Wi-Fi dongle, you can connect that in your favorite coffee shop or hotel or at home even. One of the ways I like to do it is to use my smartphone here. And I can turn my smartphone into a hotspot, so I'm basically tethering my instrument to my hotspot here on my phone. So let's do it the traditional way. So with my PC connected, I've got my down arrow key here, and here are all the testers that are supported. And I'm kind of lazy having to go all the way down and select the right tester. Just to the right of that icon, if I click on that, it will now look to see what tester is attached, figure that out, and then present me with my results. But every time you do an activity with the OptiFiber Pro, it's going to check to see if there's a software update, and it's telling me there's actually a software update available. I could click on yes and it would take me to the website, but for this video I'm just going to download the test results, so I'm going to click no. And it's going to grab the summary information, pop up a little window here, and I can select which reports to import, or I can import them all. So let's import all my records here. And because we just did one passing test result on here, we'll only see one test record. And this is our test record where we're measured in both directions. So although we got two OTDR measurements, it's actually recorded as one record because it's one fiber. And indeed, if I double click on this, you can see our OTDR end 1 and our OTDR end 2. So that's the traditional way of doing it. Let me show you a different way of doing this. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to create a new file in my Linkware so it's nice and blank again. Now I'm going to go to my instrument. So imagine this instrument is in the field, it's lunchtime, you've got a break. Why not transmit those results back to the office? So I'll tap on Results, Transfer. Here's my option to put it to a USB thumb drive or my Linkware Live. I'm already connected and logged in. So now it's contacting my account in Linkware Live. In here, we have something called Belfire Stables. This is a project that I configured in the cloud for another job that I was working on. So one of the advantages of there, and I indicated this in other videos as well, is all the configuration you can do here, you can do that in the cloud and bring it back down to the tester. Here's our project Edmonds, and it tells me I haven't synced any of these results before. So I'll tap Sync, and now it's going to send that test result up to the cloud. It is an OTDR result, so it's going to have a lot of information in there. My cell phone connection is not the best in the world, but this is certainly far quicker than downloading it to a thumb drive and that thumb drive coming back to your office. Okay, I'm done. Okay, so my results are in the cloud. How do I get them back down to my PC so I can generate that test report? And I think this is where Linkware Live really excels, because instead of clicking on this icon here to download from the instrument via the USB cord, which is not connected anymore, I'm just going to move across one and click on this icon, which is going to automatically connect me to my Linkware Live account where my test results are stored. And here is my project Edmonds, because that's the project we had on our tester here. I'll tap OK, and it's going to pull up a summary window. Now, we only have one test in this tester, but it's saying that there are 11 test records here. That's the reason why that is. If you saw my OptiFiber Pro video where we did the Tier 1 testing, typically you do before the Tier 2 testing, I sent a whole bunch of results up there under the same project Edmonds. So when I pull in these test records now, I'm going to get both my Tier 1 testing I did in the other series and also my Tier 2 test result coming in here. And the key thing to note here is when I double click on this, it's an OTDR result. There's nothing funky about this. What Linkware Live is the ability to transmit results and get those back to the office and start compiling them and keeping on top of those records rather than waiting until the end of the project and then trying to compile everything together. And if you've ever tried that, you know what a nightmare that is. And you'll get your OTDR traces. As you'd expect, we can click on Graph and you can do all sorts of wonderful analysis in here. Now, if you remember from our OptiFiber Pro video, we ended up getting that negative loss reading. The way that we deal with that is we click on Utilities and go down here and average our OTDR results. So when I click on that, it's going to look in this record and it's going to see if there are any results that can be averaged. And it's coming back and it's saying, yes, there's one result that can be averaged because we made that measurement in both directions. So let's average and done. And it's going to leave my existing record alone, my 01A, and it's going to create a new record called 01B. Now with 01B, that B means bidirectional has been applied. So now when I double click on this record, not only do I get my OTDR-N2, OTDR1, I now get my bidirectional average, and if you can look at the results here, our negative losses have disappeared and we only end up with positive numbers, a much better representation of the loss at those events. Again, the standards are very clear on this. If you end up with negative loss due to a mismatch in backscatter coefficient, you've got to make the measurement in both directions, you have to use a tail fiber, and then you do the bidirectional averaging. There's just one more thing I'd like to show you in Linkware software. If you remember, when we did the OptiFiber Pro Tier 1 testing, we created it under the same project name Edmunds, and we saved it as cable ID 01A. In our OTDR, we saved our fiber under 01A. So what I can do here in my Linkware software is I can click on Utilities and Fiber Record Merge. So what's going to happen here is it's going to look at my list of files in here and it's going to see if it can find a Tier 1 result and a Tier 2 result, that's an OLTS and an OTDR, with the same cable IDs, and if that is the case, then it will happily group them together. So let me do Merge All Records. And just as before now, it appends it with M, indicating that this is a merged record, and I've got my B on there, indicating that this is a bidirectional test. So that when I preview this test result, not only do I get my OTDR result, as you see on the screen here, I also get my OLTS result. So I can really start to document my fiber. In the next series of videos, I'm going to show you how the fiber inspection works, because you can also save the end face images using the same cable IDs and have those merged into the records here as well. So with our results in Linkware, what we prefer to do is to give the customer the results in its native format, that is in the Linkware format. So save it and you'll save it as a .flw file. You do have the option up here of creating a PDF, and you don't need PDF software. The PDF creator is built into here, so you can hand those results off as a PDF. I highly recommend not doing that. The reason why is the PDF is a summary of the information. It's much better to have the original data on there. So that's the OptiFiber Pro, from unpacking, configuring, running a test, downloading the results, and generating those all-important reports so you can get paid. Our next video is going to be the FI7000, where I'm going to show you how to do automated inspection and talk to you about cleaning as well.